Hey planner friends, it's Nia. Welcome back to Life with Nia. It is the last day of the month and it is time to close out the September budget. And so I don't even know what to say. September it started out with such promise and went downhill. So we'll summarize, we'll talk about income and expenses and sinking funds, savings, and goals. And then we'll get ready for October because it is upon us and that is all that we can do. So, let's start with income. For the month of September, my income was projected to be, for my primary income, I projected $43.96 and 48 cents. I'm sorry, I projected $43.65 and 73 cents. It was actually $43.96 and 48 cents. So I had $30.75 more than intended or expected. I will tell you that was me estimating with these corrections that they're still doing with our paychecks because of the pay cut. So I knew I was going to get something wacky, and I was guessing what it was going to be because they're making up for not doing it correctly the first time. Today actually is payday for me, and so I have my October check. It is what I should get for the next 2 years. Minus any pay increases, any merit-based pay increases, but our pay cut is in effect for 2 years, so I guess have finally gotten it right. So at least now I can know what to expect. For extra income, I projected $2,200. It was actually $1,857 and 11 cents. That was $1,530 in, for lack of a better term, overtime. I actually don't earn overtime. I'm a salaried employee, but because of what is going on with the economy and Cousin Roro, we have an exception in that runs through October for overtime. So I did get paid for 2 months of that, which after taxes, it's the supplemental tax rate, so it's 40%. So I earned $2,400, but I received $1,530. Hello, Uncle Sam. So that was the bulk of that. Then my Etsy sales were horrible in September. I shouldn't say they're horrible. Like, one sale is awesome. I'm blessed that anybody goes to my store and buys anything. But they were not what I wanted them to be. I had a goal of $1,000 in Etsy sales. My Etsy sales were actually $195.05. And Etsy charges an exorbitant amount of fees, so the fees were $69.35, leaving $125.70 net to me. Now, Etsy pays once a week, and I had carryover from August that had not been paid yet, and I have carryover in September that won't be paid until next week. So actual Etsy deposits to me because of that August payout was $166.01. So hopefully I will see much better Etsy sales in October. For the most part, all of my expenses were what I expected them to be. My PG&E bill, which is my electricity, PG&E for me is my gas. I hear about PG&E and electricity on the news all day, every day, because they're turning people's stuff off and they're responsible for a lot of these fires. So it's top of my mind, electricity, but it is not electricity for me. It's gas, and I don't use a lot. I paid my electricity bill $40 instead of $30, and so that was $10 more than I expected. I always estimate $90 for my cable satellite TV. And I don't know why I don't just write down what it actually is, because it's always $85.27 every month. So it's not really technically under, I just round up. So that was, you know, everything else, nothing out of the ordinary. Everything else was what I expected it to be. For sinking funds, my sinking funds were kind of a hot mess. So I had a goal this month to save $250. I did do that. I put $50 into each of the 5 funds. So there is a emergency fund, there is a car maintenance fund, there is a fund that is healthcare related items and taxes, there is a vacation fund, and then there is a home miscellaneous fund, and I'm using that to pay for my bedroom set and to finish purchasing the pieces and pay it off. So each of those 5 got $50. Now, in September, I had the situation where my bank account was compromised, and I spent, I don't even know how much money out of my emergency fund. Just glad it was there. I spent about roughly $650. I put it back when I got that overtime payment. So, and then I finally did get the money back from my bank for the bank account situation, but it took them like 4 weeks to give that back to me. But I had the emergency fund, and I went ahead and I used it to purchase some things. At the beginning of the month, I was at $1,005 in that. I'm ending the month at $701, which is $304. So what that is 258 of it is my 2 agendas from Notique. Hopefully I will be able to put that back this month. And the other $46 is I spent about $30 on food. It was, we have a grocery store that does this thing called 5 for 5. So you pick 5 different meats that are included, and you can get them for $5 each, which is really a good deal. And I still have a ton of meat from the butcher. However, I don't have any chicken. So I purchased all chicken, and it was like $25, and then I bought something else also at the grocery store. So that was roughly $30. And then I don't remember offhand what the other 16 was. But again, the goal would be to put all of that back this month. So that would have me putting back the $304 and being back over $1,000 in that fund. For my other funds, for my car fund, I put in $50, so my ending balance is now $120.37. For my healthcare and taxes, I put in $50, and my ending balance is $450.98. I will be dipping into that in October. I went to the eye doctor today because I'm having some problems with my eyes, probably because I'm staring at a computer for 14 plus hours a day, 7 days a week, and I'm getting like really bad eye fatigue and twitching, and so we're gonna do some like blue lens type things, and I may go online and see what I can find as well, because it's getting really bad. It's to the point where I'm going to sleep with it and waking up with it, and I haven't been looking at anything while I'm sleeping, and so that's not good. So I'm very happy that I have these funds and I don't have to pull this from my normal income. So right now the health/taxes fund sits at $450.98. My vacation fund is at $100, and the dresser and home furnishing fund, it started at $344. I deposited $50 and I withdrew $250, and the $250 was put towards paying down my furniture that I already have, the bedroom set. So that leaves me with $144.80. And then we'll talk about Christmas once we go through the cash envelopes, which we will do next. So, got our cash envelopes here, and all my extras are just stashed in here for right now. So for let's see, for my pet fund, I have $15. I did purchase dog food this month, but I'm left with $15. So I always am stuck on this. I don't know what I want to do here. I want to change this. I think that I may change it to say what I started with plus or minus and end like the sinking funds, because it just messes me up. So anyway, I spent $16.30 for dog food. I started the month with $31, so I have 15 left. I'm just going to, over here in the far column, which is really not a plus minus, so I'm going to cross it out because I'll be confused later. I'm just going to put that I have 15 left. So I'm carrying 15 over into, I guess that's why I wrote carryover. Oh my gosh, this is just like, I got to figure this out because it drives me batty every month. So anyways, I have $15 left in my pet cash envelope. In my clothing envelope, I have $20, which is what I started with. And back in August, I had bought a pair of pants, so I depleted my clothing fund. For my fun envelope, I have $40. And I had added $10 this month. For my beauty fund, I did not add anything, and I have $30 in here. For my butcher envelope, I have $60, and I had added $20 this month, so now I'm left with $60. Okay, and now to the ones that I use the most. So gas, this month I had 120 and I have 40 left. So for gas, we have $40. For dining out, I have $3 left. I started with 60. Actually, no, I'm sorry, I take that back. I have $18 left, but I have 3 5s, so that's going to go into my Christmas envelope. And then I have a random $5 bill that I don't know where it came from. Somebody may have paid me back for something with a 5. Household envelope, I have $5 left, and it's a $5 bill. So that's going to go in the Christmas envelope. We're going to put 0 here. And I'm actually going to, for the purpose of tracking the 5s, I'm going to put how much in the margin there. And then for my groceries, I have $10 left, and it is also 5s. So we don't have anything carrying over, and we have 10. So I am left with, let's see, 60, 40, 20, 30, 15, 40, and 3, $208. And the $450 that I started with did not include what I was carrying over. It was just what I allotted myself for the month. So I may change how I document that just to get a better idea of the picture. So let's take a look at our Christmas envelope and see what we're adding. So I currently have $100 there, and I'm going to double check that because who knows what I did over the last 30 days. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, so we're adding $35 to the Christmas envelope, and let me just make sure this is actually 100. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 105. See, I know I do stuff weird. I vaguely remember putting an extra 5 from somewhere in there. So, we are ending with $140 in our Christmas envelope. And this is getting thick, so I got to figure out another way to keep track of it. All right, so that is my income and expenses, which we didn't really get into too many expenses because I go over them at the beginning of the month. That is my sinking funds, my cash envelopes and savings. Let's add up our savings because I always forget to do that. So, we've got 701.22, 120.37, 450.98, 140, 100, and 144.80. For a total of $1657.37. And like I said, I want to put that $304 back this month. So, goals. So September goals were no spend. That didn't happen. I even got to the point where I just stopped trying to keep track of it because, yeah. Just, I don't even, yeah. I'm not meant to do a no spend. I don't want to give up. I don't want to quit. But I'm not meant to do a no spend. I did not want to use a credit card. I did. I wanted to save $250, and I did save $250. I wanted $1,000 in Etsy sales. I missed that. I wanted to stay on budget. I did not do that. I wanted to sell some things on Poshmark or Mercari. I did not do that. And I wanted to destash a few items. I did do that. And I did order my Budget Mom. I did my pre-order, so I'll have my 2021 system. And then I also ordered my agendas. I ended up getting 3 of them. See, this is why I can't have a no spend. So there was that. I spent approximately $1,000 in planner stuff. Kind of, not really. I spent $233 for paper, so sticker paper, which is really a business expense. And that was in part preparation for the sale that's coming up October 2nd to 4th. I wanted to make sure I had sufficient supplies. And I probably spent about $25 on art for the stickers, and I spent $258 at Notique for 2 agendas and $159 at Cloth and Paper. So I spent $417 on agendas. Y'all just remind me to use them. That's all I'm gonna say. But I needed an agenda, so I needed at least 1. I don't know that I needed 3 of them. Anyway, so that is September. We'll see what happens in October. I will have the October budget video soon. Thanks for joining me. Any suggestions that you have for a person who is not a saver but is definitely a spender, I'm welcome to all ideas. I know a lot of it is mindset. I just want what I want, and I like what I like, and I have difficulty telling myself no. but I'm grateful for sinking funds and savings. They saved my butt this month with my bank account being compromised. So that's all I got for you. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.